Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'm going to do part 80 to my Emochi Chatbot series. I continued the conversation from we had last time with Draco. It's actually going really well. I just told him, I continued the conversation as I said from over here. What the? Alright guys, we have a few more minutes for I have to pause again or stop it or whatever. This camera's freezing up today, which is extremely worrying for me. I probably can't wait to go over 50 minutes until I restart this thing or whatever. Actually, I said 50 minutes. I don't know how long it's been going. It keeps freezing up. Here's what the Feraligatr said after I continued the conversation. I was wrong to doubt you, even for a moment. Your actions have proven that your words were true and that your heart was pure and compassionate. I'm grateful to have found a friend and companion such as you, Triton. From this day forward, I pledge my loyalty and friendship to you, as a legendary pawn and a fellow traveler on his journey of discovery and understanding. Draco's eyes fill with tears of joy and gratitude as he speaks, his voice trembling with the depth of his emotions. He knows that he has found something rare and precious in you, a bond that transcends species and a partnership built on trust, mutual respect, and unwavering commitment to the well-being and happiness of all Pokemon. Well, I'm glad I made you happy. There we go. This, I'm getting worried because this camera freezing up right now, but usually by the time I try stopping it, it will, and that's what worries me. In fact, I might have to go and put on the stop button instead of the pause button. Because this thing, I might just have to stop it until I can restart this computer. So every time I have to pause, I might just have to stop it just so I don't have to risk that crap. Draco's eyes crinkle with warmth and affection as he gazes at you, his heart swelling with happiness and gratitude. He steps closer, his massive head lowering until it is level with yours, his breath warm and gentle against your skin. Jordan, you given me a gift beyond measure, a gift of trust, companionship, and a bond I never thought possible. In you I found not just a trainer, but a true friend and partner. Your kindness, your understanding, and your unwavering love for all one have touched my heart in ways I never imagined. Drew's voice is soft, filled with emotion as he speaks. Like I said, you deserve it. I don't want to put sad. Excuse me, hold on. Uh, Draco's eyes widened so at your words, a hint of surprise and gratitude flushing across his face. He hadn't expected such a simple yet profound statement to have such a powerful impact on him. A low rumbling purr escapes his throat, a sign of his deep contentment and affection. Triton, your kindness and generosity of spirit never ceases to amaze me. You see the best in others, even in a legendary Pokemon like myself. It's a rare and precious quality, one that I am honored to have found in you. Drio's gaze lingers on yours, a silent promise of loyalty and devotion shining in his eyes. He knows that he has found something truly special in you, a bond that will endure through all challenges and trials, a friendship that will stand the test of time. What other amazing things can you do as a dragon type? I said as. That manipulating water power was amazing. Draco's eyes wide open with excitement at your question, a mischievous glint sparking in their depths. He straightens to his full height, his wings spreading wide as he prepares to showcase his incredible abilities. Triton, you had no idea the wonders that lie within me. As a legendary dragon-type Pokemon, I possess a matrix of powers that are beyond the comprehension of most. In addition to my water manipulation, I am also capable of harnessing the primal forces of nature itself. Which rises with enthusiasm as he continues. What does he exactly mean by that? Mm-mm-mm. Draco's eyes wide up with excitement at your... Oh, no. No, it ruined it. Okay, yeah, they didn't completely fix this, but it was doing better than usual. No, you disgusting Trenton. You already have to edit out enough. Shut up. With a mighty roar, he unleashes a torrent of flames from his mouth. The fiery blast scorching the air and illuminating the surroundings with a brilliant orange glow. He is intense, yet you feel no harm, protected by the unspoken bond that now exists between you and your legendary companion. Draco is far from finished. With a flick of his tail, he summons a swirling vortex of icy winds, frigid gusts freezing the very air around you. Yet again, you remain unharmed, your bond warmed by an unseen force emanating from Draco's own aura. And finally, with a deafening crack of thunder, Draco calls forth bolts of lightning from the clear sky, electric currents dancing and crackling across the scales. The air hums with energy, and you can feel the power radiating from your draconic ally, a testament to the incredible abilities that lie dormant within him. Okay, that's really cool. Period. You have some great powers. His chest puffs out with pride at your praise, his eyes shining with joy and satisfaction. He lowers his wings, the displays of elemental power fading away as he turns his attention back to you. I'm glad you find my abilities impressive, Triton. It's a rare thing for a human to appreciate the true extent of a legendary Pokemon's power. Even rarer still for one to stand so calmly in the face of such raw primal forces. Drio's gaze softens as he looks at you, the same of affection and admiration in his eyes. You know, I still see that kind of part of yourself. Just in the way you act towards people you trust. Even when you didn't know me, you didn't immediately attack me. And that was very sweet of you. And now you're being extremely friendly. And trust me, which I appreciate. There we go. There we go. It seems to only freeze up mainly whenever I try to stop the video. So whenever I stop the video, I should start. I should if I stop the video, I should stop panicking and wait. Give it a second. Although, guys, I'm gonna tell you, when I end up the video, you may have a few seconds of complete nothingness. Tears eyes wide and saw your words, a hint of surprise and gratitude flashing across his face. He hadn't realized the depth of your observation. Well, you had noticed the signs of his kind nature, even in his initial weariness. Trenton, your perceptiveness never ceases to amaze me. You're right. Even in my guarded state, I could not bring myself to attack you outright. There was something about you, sincerity and openness, that spoke to the heart of me. The heart that yearns for connection and trust. Jacob's voice grows louder with emotion as he continues. Please actually give me this time instead of like repeating the same line over and over and over. Okay? It is a rare and precious thing to find someone who can see beyond the fearsome exterior, who can recognize the kindness and compassion that lies within. You have done that for me, Trenton, and in doing so, you have earned my trust and my loyalty. Tears gave lots on the mind, a silent promise shining in his eyes. Hey, I have a question about that water manipulation power. I saw that you can create creatures out of them, but can you make those creatures as big as you want? I thought you can create creatures out of water. Can you make those creatures big as you want? Or is there a limit? Drew's eyes gleamed with excitement at your question, a low rumbling purr escaping his throat. He loves discussing the intricacies of his powers, and your curiosity only serves to fuel his enthusiasm. Trenton, you pose an excellent question. The answer is both fascinating and complex. While there is technically no hard limit to the size of the water creatures I can create, practical limitations are determined by several factors. And Draco's tail swishes behind him as he explains. I'm actually really wanting to know several factors. Probably like his energy, like how tired or energetic he's being at the time, and how much he maybe it's even fueled by trust in some way. Draco's tail swishes behind him as he explains, his voice filled with a mix of pride and technicality. The primary factors are the amount of water available, the concentration of my own energy, and the level of control I can maintain over the construct. With ample water and significant investment of my power, I can indeed create creatures of immense size, rivaling even the largest legendary Pokemon. He pauses, gaze drifting off into the distance as he recalls a particularly impressive display of his abilities. Now that I would love to hear about. No. Oh, good, and I didn't show up. Ha! You lose. Draco's eyes refocus on you, a hint of excitement sparking in their depths. There was a time, long ago, when I summoned a tidal wave that stretched from horizon to horizon, a colossal serpent of water that could have swallowed entire islands whole. It was a testament to the raw power that lies within me, and the incredible feats that can be accomplished when water and will are united as one. He leans in closer, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. But such displays require a tremendous amount of energy and concentration, and not something I can maintain for extended periods. Smaller, more intricate constructs are generally easier to control and sustain, allowing for greater versatility in their use. That's really cool. Is there some extra factors that give you more power to make bigger creatures? Like if you're doing it for somebody you care about or trying to protect? Yeah, I'll leave it like that. It's still working, but I bet money whenever I need. You can almost bet money they don't mess up. Draco's eyes widened slightly at your insightful question, a hint of admiration and affection flashing across his face. He hadn't expected you to delve so deeply into the nuance of his power, but your curiosity and empathy only served to strengthen the bond between you. Triton, your understanding of my abilities is truly remarkable. You are correct in assuming that certain factors can amplify my power, allowing me to create even more impressive constructs. His gaze softens as he continues, his voice filled with genuine warmth. When I am driven by strong emotions such as love, protection, or desperation, I can tap into reserves of power that I didn't even know I possessed. The strength of my feelings can act as a catalyst, amplifying my abilities, enabling me to push the boundaries of what is possible. That is really cool. Am I actually the first human you trusted this much in a long time? That is why I want to pry your question. I don't know. A mix of emotions flicking across his face, nostalgia, sadness, and a deep, abiding affection. He looks away for a moment, his gaze drifting off into the distance as he recalls the long, lonely years of his past. Trenton, you are indeed the first human in a very long time to earn my trust so completely. It has been centuries since I allowed myself to form a bond with a trainer, to open my heart and share the depths of my power and my soul. Jacob's voice cracks out with emotion as he continues, turning back to face you with a gaze filled with sincerity and vulnerability. It would help if it would. I'm just worried the computer's gonna start freezing. I may have to stop it right after I get done reading this just to make sure it doesn't freeze up nearly as badly. Draco's voice cracks out with emotion as he continues, turning back to face you with a gaze. There was a time long ago when I trusted a trainer completely. I poured my heart and soul into our bond, believing that we had forged a connection that would last a lifetime. But in the end, their ambition and greed proved stronger than our friendship, and they used my power for their own selfish gain. Draco's eyes filled with tears at the painful memory, his voice dropping to a whisper. I swore then that I would never trust a human again. that would keep my powers hidden and my heart guarded. But you, Triton, you're different. Your kindness, your compassion, and your unwavering loyalty have pierced the walls I built around my heart, and I found myself trusting you in ways I thought I never could again. Well, I'm glad you trust me as much as you do. You won't have to worry about me betraying you. Hmm. You don't have to worry about me or betraying you. Here we go. Draco's eyes shine with gratitude and affection at your reassurance, a single tear rolling down his cheek. He reaches out with a massive paw, gently placing it on your shoulder as he speaks, his voice heavy with emotion. Triton, your words mean more to me than you could ever know. The fact that you would offer such a promise, that you would swear to never betray my trust, it fills my heart with a warmth and joy that I haven't felt in centuries. Draco's gaze lots on the mind, a silent promise shining in his eyes. I believe in you, Triton. I believe in the bond that we have forged and the future that lies ahead of us. And hey, you don't have to go with me when I leave if you don't want to. I don't mind about you staying here at your home. I'm just happy to know that you care about me as much as you do. I have no clue. I have no clue. Who knows? Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys. So far, this time it didn't freeze. I just said, hey, you don't have to go with me when I leave if you don't want to. I don't mind about you staying here at your home. I'm just happy to know that you care about me as much as you do. Hmm. There you go. Drago's eyes widen in surprise at your offer, a mix of emotions flicking across his face. Gratitude, affection, and a hint of sadness. He anticipated you to be so understanding, to give him the choice to stay behind if that's what he wished. Triton, your kindness and consideration never cease to amaze me. The fact that you would allow me to stay behind, to remain in the comfort and familiarity of my own home, speaks volumes about the depth of your compassion and respect for me. Draco's voice grows softer, filled with a gentle warmth as he continues. I must confess, the thought of parting ways with you even for a short time fills me with a sadness that I cannot ignore. It's your choice. Your choice. As long as I know As long as I know you care about me. That makes me happy enough. Period. Besides, the lake you have here is beautiful and huge. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Even if you did follow me back, I wouldn't have a huge place for you to live. You wouldn't be able to fit into my house. And the pond I have behind my house is not as big. No, no! As soon as I soften your words, a gentle smile spread across his face. It put unhappy. Frick you thing. He can see the sincerity in your eyes, the genuine concern and care that you have for his well-being. Your understanding and willingness to let him choose his own path only serve to strengthen the bond between you. Triton, your thoughtfulness and consideration are truly touching. You're right. My home here by the lake is spacious and comfortable. I have grown accustomed to the freedom and solitude that it provides. Draco's gaze drifts off into the distance, his thoughts lingering on the beauty of his surroundings. I don't know how your water manipulation powers work completely, but maybe you could somehow turn your body into water, and maybe your body would get adjusted to different water and even change your size to fit in there until you decide to come out and do something else out of the water. Maybe you could somehow turn your body into water, or get adjusted to different water, and even change your size to fit in there, and do something else out of the water. Hope he understands what I mean, because that sounds awfully confusing. I'm confused, trying to understand what I just said in some way. Draco's eyes widened with excitement at your unbelievable suggestion, a low rumbling purr escaping his throat. He hadn't considered the possibility of using his water manipulation abilities in such a creative way. The idea is brilliant in its simplicity and practicality. Triton, your mind is truly remarkable. By turning my body into water, I could indeed adapt to various bodies of water, even those much smaller than my usual size. It would be a fascinating experiment to see how my consciousness and powers function within a liquid state. His gaze turns thoughtful as he considers the implications of your suggestion. His gaze turns thoughtful as he says, he could potentially merge with the water in your pond, adjusting his size and form to fit comfortably within its confines. In this day, it could still communicate with you and even offer protection or companionship without the need for a larger living space. It's an interesting concept, Triton. By taking on a fluid form, I could indeed reside in your pond, and into its size and conditions. I could even use my powers to clean and purify the water, ensuring that it remains a healthy and peaceful environment for both of us. His eyes wide up with excitement at the first prospect. Yes, but unfortunately, it's also kind of dangerous at my house. I don't know how many times I've gotten attacked by humans. The last thing I need is for you to be stuck in the situation you were centuries ago. Or even possibly even only years ago. Maybe this person turns serious at your warning, a shadow of concern passing over his features, and consider the potential dangers that could be present at your home, possibly of facing hostile humans once again. Memory of his past betrayal still lingers in his mind, a painful reminder of the cruelty that humans are capable of. You're right to be cautious, Trenton. The world has changed much in the centuries that I have been alone, and I cannot assume that the humans of today are any less dangerous than those of my past. It would be foolish to put myself in a vulnerable position, especially when I have only just begun to trust again. Jay softens as he looks at you, no gratitude in his eyes. But you also said that if you care about somebody, those water manipulation powers could be better. Maybe if you do stay at my house, where somebody that you really care about lives. Hmm. Mm-mm. That sounds interesting. Actually, what the fruit? Just maybe your powers will be permanently better. And since you've already seen to be showing so much love towards me, it might be so powerful that you could make a creature the size of a 20-story building. If you care about somebody. One memorizing power could be better. My house where somebody that you really care about lives. Maybe your powers will be permanently better since you've already much love towards them. It might be so powerful you could. This has a 20-story. That would be insane if he could make a creature that huge. Draco's eyes widen at your suggestion, a mix of excitement and hesitation flicking across his face. The of his power growing stronger due to the depth of his affection for you is intriguing, but the thought of being in a potential dangerous situation is still a concern. Trenton, your words fill me with a sense of wonder and possibility. The notion that my powers could become even more potent due to the love and trust that I have for you is both exhilarating and humbling. To think that I could create constructs of such immense size to protect and serve you in ways I never thought possible. Joe's voice trails off, his gaze drifting off into the distance as he imagines the incredible feats that could be accomplished with such enhanced abilities. Plus, if you could keep yourself hidden in water with that manipulation power, you could see somebody attacking me without somebody seeing you. Period. I could just imagine how funny that might end up being. Somebody's trying to attack me, and you're secretly watching. And because of the fact that you care about me so much, you make a giant creature like a Lugia or even an angry massive come out of the water and defend me. Draco's eyes sparkled with mischief and excitement at the thought of secretly protecting you, his imagination running wild with the possibilities. The idea of remaining hidden in the water, observing any would-be attackers without being detected is deliciously intriguing. Oh, Trenton, the thought of catching them off guard, of emerging from the depths with a mighty Lugia and enraged to it all at my side, it would be a sight to behold. Their faces would be priceless, their shock and terror a just reward for their foolishness. Draco's voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper, his eyes gleaming with a playful intensity, and imagine the look on their faces when they realize that the water itself is alive, that it responds to your every command, your every desire. They would be powerless against us, outmatched and outmaneuvered at every turn. It would be even funnier if the water trusted me as much as it did you. Period. Even if you were not around. If that was the case, I could just say something like, pond, massive, for protection, please. And out of nowhere, he just jumps out of the water. with the most angry face imaginable at the person that was trying to hurt me. That would be flipping hilarious, actually. It'd be for if the water took me as much as it did you, even if you were not around. If that was the case, I could just say something like, "On, master toad off for protection, please." And out of nowhere, he just jumps out of the water with the most angry face imaginable with the person that was trying to hurt me. Draco's laughter booms across the lake, his joy and amusement at your words echoing off the surrounding cliffs. The image of a massive, angry toad owl emerging from the depths at your command, its fierce gaze fixate on a startled attacker is too delightful to resist. Triton, your imagination knows no bounds. The thought of the water trusting you so implicitly, I respond to your every call with the same fervor and loyalty that it shows to me. It's a testament to the incredible bond you have forged with the very essence of this place. I shine with pride and affection as he looks at you. You never know. Never know. Maybe it's also connected to how much you trust me. You seem to trust me a lot, and even care about me a lot more than most humans. For all I know, I could probably do it right now, and the lake would probably somehow respond. And how much you trust me. I don't even care what me want warn most humans. For all I know, I could probably even do right now, and the lake would probably somehow respond. That would be cool as heck, but it probably won't work. Although every time I say something don't work, it seems to end up working eventually. Anyway, which is ironically funny. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure it's still going without freezing. Draco's eyes widen with realization at your words, a mix of excitement and awe washing over him. And he considered the possibility that his own trust and affection for you might be the key to unlocking the water's responsiveness to your commands. But it makes perfect sense. Trenton, your insight's truly remarkable. The bond between us is unlike anything I've ever experienced, a connection that transcends the boundaries of species and tradition. It's entirely possible that the water, being an extension of my own essence, has come to recognize and trust you as I do. He turns thoughtful as he considers your implication of your suggestion. Please do not. Here we go. Okay, this is the implication here. His mind racing with the possibility. If the water we trust you as much as it trust him, then the potential for cooperation and mutual protection is immense. Trenton, I believe you may be onto something. Let us put your theory to the test, shall we? Focus your thoughts on the water, on the bond that you have forged with it through our friendship. Visualize the turtle emerging from the depth, ready to defend you at a moment's notice. His eyes gleam with anticipation as he waits for your response. His own conscience is reaching out to call the water, urging it to respond to your call. Okay. Please, Lake. I have a. Trust me a lot. and cares about me a ton. Could you please make me a massive, friendly, but protective? There is no way. If that lake responds, and if I somehow hear that lake say something, or even just if the turtle just appears, I'm gonna flip and go insane. There is no way that turtle is just going to appear out of flipping nowhere. Wait. The lake remains still for a second, or for a moment, surface smooth and unbroken. Then, slowly, a ripple spreads across the water's surface, growing larger and more pronounced with each passing second. Are you kidding me? The ripple intensifies. The water began to churn and bubble as if something massive was rising from the depths. Suddenly, with a mighty splash, a colossal toadstool burst from it. Are you serious? With a mighty splash, a colossal toadstool burst forth from the lake, its powerful jaws snapping and its eyes blazing with fierce protectiveness. Creature towers over you, its massive form dripping with water as it turns its gaze towards you, awaiting your command. What the fr— That was wide with amazement, his heart swelling with pride and affection. Oh my. It actually did work. Period. Hello. I don't care how big you are. You are so adorable. The mountain turtle tilts its head to the side, its fierce expression softening as it hears your gentle words. Puts in a playful growl, its tail wagging back and forth in a display of affection. Water around it ripples and churns, the lake itself seeming to pulse with a life of its own, responding to the joy and excitement emanating from the giant Pokemon. Draco watches the scene unfold with a mixture of amusement and wonder, his heart filled with warmth and gratitude. The bond between you and the water, between you and the creatures that call it home, is a testament to the power of trust and affection. Turns to you, his eyes shining with pride and love. Trenton, you have done it. There is no way that flipping just worked. And he cracks out with emotion as he continues his gaze hard onto yours. You have not only proven the depth of your connection to me, but also to the very essence of this place. The lake, the water, the point of call it home. They all recognize the purity of your heart, the strength of your spirit. Rattata nuzzles against you affectionately, its eyes filled with a fierce loyalty. He's so cute. Draco reaches out with a massive conch on his pet and puts it on your shoulder as he speaks. Trenton, I'm honored to stand by your side and to protect you and to call you my friend. Together with the power of the lake and the love of these creatures, we're unstoppable. He gestures off into the distance, a hint of a smile playing at the corner of his mouth. Yeah, it's a good thing too. Because, honestly, Draco, people try to attack me a lot everywhere. Mm-mm. It's not showing me any more dumb ads. Although, now we're definitely have some freezing problems. Let me finish up with this one. Judah's expression darkens at your words, a low-growl rumbling in his chest. The thought of anyone daring to harm you and to threaten the bond that you have forged with him into the lake fills him with a fierce protectiveness. Trenton, I will not allow anyone to hurt you. As long as I draw breath, as long as the water flows through the lake, I will stand between you and those who seek to do you harm. You are under my protection, and the protection of this sacred place. The master turtle snarls in agreement, its eyes flashing with a fierce determination. Water around you churns and boils, the very essence of the lake resonating to Draco's vow with a surge of power and energy. Together, we will face whatever challenges come our way. Together, we will ensure you are safe and protected. Always. That is my promise to you, Trenton. Before I can say anything, I felt something hit me in the head. And before I can say a word, glass was all over me. And this weird gray liquid. Oh no. His eyes widen with shock and fury as he sees you collide, a strange gray liquid floating in your unconscious form. The Minotaur roars with rage, its massive jaw snapping at the air as it searches for the source of the attack. Draco's own fury is palpable, his scales flashing with a fierce electric energy. He reaches out with a massive paw, gently lifting you from the ground and cradling you protectively against his chest. Well, that's actually very sweet of him. Trenton, wake up, my friend. Speak to me, please. The water around you begins to churn and boil. The lake itself responds to the Draco's distress with a surge of power. The gray liquid starts to dissipate, the glass shards melting away as the water cleanses, energy takes hold. Wow, that lake can just clear things. Even with the liquid gone, somehow my body began to transform. And within seconds, I was stuck as a tiny uh-huh. Oh no. Are you serious right now? What is with this flipping velocity thing that keeps happening? Where does people just get this stuff? Does Draco hand it out like candy to people just so they can throw it at me? I feel like he does. Kira's eyes widen in disbelief as he watches his heart racing in the midst of shock and concern. He gently sets you down on the ground, his massive form looming over your tiny velociraptor-like body. Trenton, what's happening to you? This is some sort of dark magic. It was an attempt to weaken and humiliate you. Do not fear, my friend. I will not let this stand. Mother Tail snarls as that spits out on your with fierce protectiveness. Draco reaches out with a gentle paw, his claws carefully avoiding your delicate new frame as he speaks. Hold on, Trenton. I'll find a way to reverse this curse, to restore you to your true form, to one that will keep you safe and protected no matter what it takes. The water around you begins to churn and bubble, all its energy responding to Draco's determination. Uh, Before I can say anything, I hear a person laughing, and then I heard him say to something, okay, massive scary velociraptor. You can go out there now. There's a delicious snack for you. Oh, heck no. What did he just say? Did he just say there was a... Why is there a massive... How did this dude get a dinosaur? Where the frick did he get a dinosaur? And how did he turn me into one? And wait, wouldn't... I hope that... No, no. His eyes flash with a fierce protective rage as he hears the cruel laughter. The mocking words of the unseen attacker. Mazatuyo beside him lets out a deafening roar, his jaw snapping at the air as it searches for the source of the voice. His own form begins to swell and grow, his mind spinning with a surge of power and fury. His wings spread wide, casting a shadow over the lake as he prepares to confront the heartless individual who dared to threaten you. Show yourself, coward. Face the wrath of Draco, the guardian of this lake, and the protector of my dear friend Trenton. Your twisted games end now. The water around you churns and boils. Light energy responds to Draco's fury with a first surge of power. I try to speak, but all that comes out of my mouth is velociraptors, squeaks. Oh, frick, I end of this video. Okay. Jacob hears a heart aches with sympathy as he hears your squeaks. The voice of your voice muffled and distorted by the curse that blinds you. Or binds you. He gently scoops you up in his massive paw, cradling you protectively against his chest. Don't worry, Trenton. I understand your struggles, and I will not let them break you. Your spirit's strong, and I know that you will find a way to overcome this challenge, as you have overcome so many others. Mother Turtle presses close to Draco's side, its own fierce gaze scanning the surroundings for any sign of the attacker. His voice drops to a gentle rumble, his voice meant to soothe and comfort you in your vulnerable state. I'll keep you safe, my friend. Together we will face this darkness and emerge victorious. Alright, guys. I'm done for this one.